Hi my ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. So today I just want to talk about this this deck, this kit called Dream Decoder, and also talk about one of the reasons why I've purchased it, because I'm not going to say I'm not a person who is into dream decoding, or but I don't have any of those books about interpreting dreams, or if you dream of a particular thing, it signifies something. I'm not poo-hooing it either, the jury is very much out on that one for me, but I tend to seldom remember my dreams, and then if I do, it's because they're so detailed that I can kind of decipher their message anyway without the use of a book. And I think the last time I probably looked at a dream dictionary must have been about, I don't know, sometime 20 plus years ago in the 90s, and it was all very sort of I don't know, just like a weekly magazine type book that the messages didn't really make sense. I didn't really connect with it. That's not to say as I said, I don't believe there's a science in interpreting dreams. I'm just undecided. However, the reason why I've decided to get this deck is just purely because these cards there's no book with this deck. The reverse of the cards have the dream decoding information, but I really like the artwork of the cards that I have seen, and I've not seen many. This is kind of how they're spread out here, and I love this image on the front of the box. But I did have a look quickly online because I was intrigued by this deck, and these are nice big cards, and they remind me similar to the Dixit cards, which there was a bit of a craze a couple of years ago in the YouTube tarot community, where people were purchasing the game Dixit and using the cards as oracle cards. And there is something to be said about cards that just have images as well, because for me, I really do believe that a good picture, a good image can tell something very revealing about our psyche at the time. And a picture tells 1,000 words, right? We don't always need books. We can look at an image and it can invoke something within us that helps us to make sense of a situation. And particularly when we lay a series of image cards out, we can start to see a story. We can start to see a conversation happening between the cards. So let's have a look. Anyway, this is a nice 2-part box, and it's a new deck. It hasn't been out long. On the back it says 2019. The text is by Teresa Chung. Ever dream that you are flying or being chased? Do you wake up and wonder, what did that mean? Dream Decoder presents 60 of the most common dreams, explaining what your conscious mind is telling you. So it is kind of based on those books you used to get of dream dictionaries and things like that. Nice sturdy box. It is by Magna for Lawrence King. Not heard of them before. You don't really get a book or a little, you just get this kind of 4-part book just telling you about what the deck is to be used for, etc. So that's the packaging for it. So it's nice sturdy packaging. I haven't looked at these cards, they're still in their seal. Let's break that seal. But they're nice cardstock. I mean, there's little where that often happens. Do you see that? Where the band has been, it kind of ruffles the edge a little bit on the top card. It's probably done it to the bottom card too. No, just the top one. So they're quite nice size if we compare it with a tarot card. It's probably about the same height. Yeah, same height as a US Games tarot card, but a little bit wider. But you'll see here the images, you know, this person feeling that they're being elevated, this spiral, this movement taking them up, and they're kind of being carried along. What's it say on the back? Paralysis, dreams in which you can't move or speak. We've all had that dream, right? Where we're in a test situation and our mind's blank, or we can't write the words we want to say. I often have those dreams where I'm trying to dial a telephone number and I can't make the connection. So it's about being unprepared. So, as I say, whilst I probably won't use these as dream decoders, I will use them and probably not read all the interpretation, but there is these keywords on the back as well. So if I pulled this card in a situation, it's about being unprepared. Maybe it's telling me that I need to be more prepared for whatever situation I'm in and how best to deal with that. Here's somebody who's falling, look. We all have that feeling sometimes, whether in dream or in real life, where things are too much and we feel like we're falling. It says falling as well on the back. Naked on stage. Where we're feeling vulnerable. We're feeling stripped back. We're feeling naked. We're feeling like the world is watching us and we've got no place to hide. It's just called nudity. This is like a chariot card, isn't it? Trying to hold on to the wheel, trying to navigate around and keep control around these roads with these bends. Car out of control or speeding. Wow. I can so relate to this image. As somebody of a certain age who does need to make sure that there is a toilet inside, or if I'm about to set off on my way home for work, I just need the loo. I have to go to the loo whether I need to or not, because sometimes it can be a long way home. But how many times have we felt like we're going to be caught short and we can't actually get there because traffic, or because of, I don't know, people in front of us, or we finally find one and there's a mile long queue and you're like, I need to go. Oh dear. I don't know why it has to be a man though that's depicted on the door. I'm sure all of us have been in this unable to find a restroom. Do people actually dream of being unable to find a restroom? So this is interesting. The one where the teeth are falling out. She's got some teeth on the floor here and all coming down. Yeah, and I seem to read somewhere this was around sexual inadequacies or something. Suggests fear of aging or feeling unattractive or unappealing in some way. Yeah, but again, you know, that was the thing about dream dictionaries. You know, different people had different versions and they would tell different interpretations. So, being chased, particularly where you feel like you're running through treacle. You know, you're being chased or you're trying to run away from something and your feet suddenly turn to lead. And it's such a hard slog to try and move forward. Being chased. Oh. Who dreams of that? I wish I had a dream that I was being kind of massaged. My hands being massaged. My shoulders. Oh, it's death or dying. I wouldn't have got that from that image. Death or dying. It looked like somebody was actually, you know, being quite loving and, you know, relieving some pressure. What's this one? Unfamiliar secret room. There is a pub in Nottingham called the Pit and the Pendulum, and you go downstairs and there's a bookcase, and yeah, if you go and you've had a few too many, you never find the toilet. You just have to keep pushing the panels, these false bookcases, to go through a fake wall to go into the toilets. Oh, not the maths test. Well, being at school. Even now, even though I left school 33 years ago, I still sometimes dream I'm back there. Oh, Oh, is that somebody arriving home? Oh no, it's cheating on a partner. Imagine pulling that card. Oh, the red carpet. Which is actor or celebrity. Oh wow, look at that. Being lost or losing something. Yeah, but it's that situation, not just being lost, it's trapped, isn't it? Not feeling like you can find your way out, wall after wall or barrier after barrier. Aye, aye. That's just sex. Technology. Well, that's quite oppressive, isn't it? That shadow. Demon or monster. Wow. Look at the red sun. There's buildings. There's fire. Yeah, fire. We have birds. They look like doves, beautiful doves. It's just birds. Flowers. Animals. That's a lovely elephant. She's just laying there. She's like our empress, just enjoying nature around her. Somebody who's late, rushing from appointment to appointment. Should have been there for 8 o'clock and it's now 5 past. Being late. Look at this. Got a flashlight outside in the dark. Has he heard a noise, or is he going to explore something? Looking for intruders. Wow. He's in that fetal position. He needs some kindness, some love, some support. He's feeling trapped. Underwater. Sinking. Wedding or marriage? Oh dear, look at that, falling down the stairs. There's nothing worse than being asleep and you have that tripping sensation or that falling sensation and your leg jerks and you wake yourself up. That's about accidents in general. Oh, we've got some sort of alien encounter here. It's about to be beamed up. Interesting. That's like the Madonna and child, but kind of like a human child. Religious or spiritual figures. Clothes. What about clothes? I mean, if you'd have a dream about clothes, surely it would be, I don't know, perhaps it's a, I was going to say a one-size-fits-all card. See what I did there? Oh dear. They're disasters, aren't they? You know, there's an erupting volcano, there's a plane coming down, there's a tsunami. Yeah, disasters. So a lot of them are quite evident. Some not so. And I've been surprised when I've turned them over and seen some of the, you know, what they're supposed to be representing. This is food and choices for food, I suppose. Food and drink. Oh, insects, bugs, or beasties, as my mum calls them. Money. Probably dream about having, or not having enough money than having too much money. He's a one-man band. And that's castles. Oh, our phone. This is what gives me anxiety. That little red circle with a number. Especially when it says something like 87 or, I'm like, oh. But it's cell phones. So it's obviously an American deck. Cardstock is really quite good, you know. Nice. Got this matte with a little bit of a shine, but it's not laminated. But it's really nice. That's social media. They could go hand in hand, really, couldn't they? It's just water. But I see so much more in this image than just water. And I think that's why I'll use them more for my intuition than using as a dream decoder. Got an island here, which, you know, speaks to me of solitude, escapism, you know, that desert island that you can just go to far away for just some respite, some peace. It's actually beach. Wow. That's like somebody in spirit doing a visitation to somebody asleep in the night, beckoning them. Deceased people. The Invisible Man. Oh, that's quite funny. Superhero powers. The only superhero powers I've ever dreamed of is being able to levitate, or, you know, where you take a long run and then you jump, but you come down more slowly. Or I can jump and get on rooftops of buildings and things like that, rather than flying. I'm not sure if I've ever had a dream about flying, but certainly a few times I've had that levitation or been able to jump to great heights. It's family, isn't it? Yep. Baby or birth. We have children. Yeah, elderly. So they kind of go in groups, don't they? Elderly people, different ethnicities, races, which is just people, which is nice and diverse. Oh, we have a mushroom cloud here. Apocalypse. This is like a work situation, isn't it? Or sitting together, or studying, college maybe. Being at work, yeah. Oh, we've got body parts. Body parts. Shopping. Obviously I haven't made any choices yet. Got an empty trolley. Oh look, all the things here, well, these are activities, aren't they? Pursuits, you know, mountain climbing. We've got somebody with a bike, somebody running. It's leisure and activities, snorkeling. Oh, it's moving forward, so I like that. I thought it was going to give me a depiction, you know, like exercise or leisure, but moving forward, I like that. We have our numbers. Wow, this is somebody studying late at night. They need this light. Everywhere else is dark. They've got these beautiful bees. This is a nice card. Trees, mountains and gardens. Chalk outline. So a crime scene or a murder scene. Murder. City life. And our last one is somebody flying over this patchwork quilt of fields and rivers and flying without wings. There's a song in there somewhere. So, I mean, this is quite interesting, isn't it? You know, you could lay down after you've shuffled a few cards and, you know, I don't know, and just have a look at what the situation is. You maybe to escape your demons, you need to find some some solitude, a place to go to away from all the hustle and bustle and things like that, or, you know, do some pastimes that you enjoy doing, some leisure activities, because maybe it's the hustle and bustle of life, the pressure that's constantly been put on us through things like social media, you know, the fast-paced rat race of work and things like that, when really our souls long for this solitude, this quietness, and maybe the way to do that, if we can't go to a desert island, is to do our favorite leisure activities, whether that's out running. You know, people run and they burn off that sort of pent up frustrations or anxieties, or, you know, explore the beauty of what's been beneath the surface of the water, or climb a mountain and look at the majesty of the earth, whatever it is, to break away from this cycle. This is how I would use the cards if I was reading for myself, rather than think of them in a dream context. I like the fact that we can lay a simple 3-card spread and just have a look at the possibilities. So this is Decoder, 60 cards to unlock your unconscious. And you really can. It doesn't have to be an interpretation of dreams. Presentation is really nice, lovely sturdy box, and the information is on the back of the card. So you've got your keywords at the top, and then you get a bold sentence telling a little bit about the card, and then further information to explore further. So, as I said, just coming on quickly to show this. I really like them. It does remind me of the Dixit cards, you know, where we can make stories or we can decipher what's going on. And I like the fact that we have options with these. If we want the keywords and information, they're on the back, but if we don't, we can just lay them down and work with those images. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, and as I said last night in the Throwback Thursday, no Cup of Catch Up and cards tomorrow, or for the next 3 Saturdays with working and being away. So until next time, go in peace, namaste, and blessed be.